The Indian Air Force Chief had recently confirmed that the Air Force is looking to procure 114 MRFA fighter jets under the Make in India initiative, but the major factor for the selection will be the integration of some 5th and 6th generation technologies, after which several military experts have said that Russia now has a single-engine stealth fighter jet, and they could enter into the new competition with the Su-75, and they believe that it has a really good chance to win the Indian contract. Russia has announced that the Su-75 will conduct its first flight by 2023, and mass production can begin in 2025 on the condition of sufficient demand. The French Rafale F4.1 standard fighter jet is currently the strongest contender in the project, while the Swedish offer of the Saab Gripen is also a lucrative prospect for the Indian Air Force, as Saab is ready to share the source code, and Sweden also lacks the level of political clout which would make an association with India fruitful on the world stage. The Gripen also features advanced electronic warfare capability, integration of Meteor missiles, reduced radar cross-section and low operating cost. Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited, along with its British strategic partner BAE Systems, has announced that they have completed the internal trials of the close-in weapon system that it plans to offer the Indian Air Force. A request for proposal was issued in 2018 to domestic companies under the Buy and Make Indian category, and the new system will replace the obsolete Swedish L-70 and Russian Zu-23-2B air defense systems. The close-in weapon systems will be used in the terminal defense of air bases against hostile precision-guided and laser-guided munitions, subsonic cruise missiles and low-flying aerial platforms. The Indian Air Force plans to induct 244 air defense guns, 228 fire control and search radar systems, and 204,000 programmable bullets under a $1.5 billion program. 6 other domestic companies are also in the race. That includes Adani Defence, Mahindra Defence, Punch Lloyd, Larsen & Toubro, Tata Group and Reliance Defence. The French Ambassador to India Emmanuel Lenain has said that Dassault Aviation has delivered 29 Rafale fighter jets to the Indian Air Force, out of which 26 aircraft have reached India, and all 36 Rafale fighters will be delivered well before the delivery schedule despite the lockdown in France. He also said that the development teams have worked night shifts and even on weekends to make sure that the aircraft were delivered on time to the Indian Air Force. He also added that French companies have invested more than 10 billion euros in India and are currently employing 2.5 lakh Indians. The Chief of the Southern Naval Command has inaugurated a state-of-the-art naval communication network satellite data center at the INS Dweep Naval Base. The satellite data center is another milestone towards the seamless network-centric operations of the armed forces, and would also provide a tremendous boost to the communication output of the Indian Navy. U.S. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Michael Martin Gilday will arrive on a 3-day visit to India next week, where he will meet with the Indian Navy Chief. Admiral Michael Martin Gilday has said that India is one of the closest strategic partners, and he will discuss areas where the two navies can partner and collaborate jointly, like unmanned underwater vehicle and aircraft carrier technology cooperation. Prime Minister Modi congratulated Fumio Kishida for assuming charge as the Prime Minister of Japan, and they discussed new ways to further strengthen the special strategic and global partnership between both the countries. The navies of India and Japan also concluded the JIMEX 2021 joint exercise yesterday, under which a range of air domain operations were conducted in the Arabian Sea, which includes ship-controlled beyond visual range combat drills using MiG-29K fighters, multiple simulated air strikes on surface units by the MiG-29K that were assisted by P-8I maritime patrol aircraft, as well as anti-aircraft firing exercises using expendable aerial targets launched from INS Kochi.
Attention.